Back in 2005, I was eagerly awaiting the release of the PlayStation 3. I remember seeing a Sony presentation at E3 that year with their trademark rubber duck. Richard Marx steps up to the stage and demonstrates how the PS3 can handle water physics by pouring water in between two cups. I thought how cool it would be for games to implement this technology in terms of realism or just for new gameplay elements. Sadly, we never really saw many games use this sort of physics system with liquids, but there have been many games over the years that showcase some impressive fluid physics, mostly all of them basing core gameplay around this system. So in this video I wanted to highlight 5 games with impressive water physics. Aqua is a puzzle game where you alter the terrain of the grid so you can trap water and evaporate it. It's kind of like Tetris, different pieces will fall onto the board that alters the land. You can raise and lower land, drop water, fire and bombs. The aim really is to create big pools of water and evaporate them with fire without spilling any water. The game is a sequel to Wetrix, which was originally released on the Nintendo 64. The game started out as a demo simulator of flowing water and was eventually developed into its own game. Water will leak out of cracks and holes in a realistic way, which was certainly impressive for a PS2 game, let alone the original Nintendo 64 game. Puddle has released for a multitude of platforms, but I'm playing the Xbox Live Arcade version here. In each level you guide the liquid to the end of the level by tilting the scene left and right. You'll encounter obstacles along the way and it's your mission to keep as much liquid as possible till the end of the level. In a 2D aspect, I imagine programming water physics is slightly easier than a 3D game, and Puddle achieves this well. There's also a similar game called Fluidity, released on WiiWare, but good luck playing it as the Wii Shop channel was closed down last year. Moving on to another Xbox Live Arcade title, From Dust was released in 2011. You can also get it on PS3 and PC as well. From Dust is a god game where you help tribespeople set camps and protect them from natural disasters. You do this by manipulating matter such as fire, earth and water. You pull on the left trigger to pick up matter and pull the right trigger to drop it. It's still incredibly impressive how natural the water behaves in this game, and with added visual effects too, it's a joy to behold. The game can be quite challenging if you're not too careful. You'll have to make sure your tribespeople don't drown or get swept away by water currents. You'll be redirecting rivers, emptying lakes, and building tsunami blocking ridges. From Dust still impresses me today, and I thoroughly recommend you try it for yourself. I've already mentioned Minecraft in my Games with Destruction video, but you probably also know that the game has its own water physics as well. Now, they may not be the most complicated out there, but it has its own dynamic behaviours. It'll flow down hills, spreading in different directions, it'll put out fires, and you can use its properties in cool ways. I don't need to say much more as I'm sure most of you have played Minecraft before, but nonetheless it's fun to play about with the water physics in this game. Lastly, here's Hydrophobia, released for the Xbox Live Arcade in 2010 and later on PC and PS3. This is another title where the whole game is based around the dynamic water technology the developers have built. Sadly, the game itself is rather clunky, but its water tech is fantastic. The game is set on an ocean vessel, so naturally you're going to be dealing with lots of water here. There will be segments where you have to swim through hallways and rooms, but the most fun is when you use flooded rooms to your advantage. You can flood a room to allow you to float up to higher levels, and you can also use them to drown your enemies. Water currents can realistically pull you off your feet, and some of these effects look really nice. It's just a shame that the game itself is a bit of a pain to play. That being said, there is an updated version of the game called Hydrophobia Prophecy, which you can play on Steam right now if you are interested. Thank you for watching this video on games with water physics. If you like what you see on this channel, please subscribe for more videos coming in 2020.